Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, this is season 4. I think it's episode 4, but also I'm going to do Marry Me Now. Okay, I'm going to start with Marry Me Now and then get into Love and Marriage Huntsville, which then give folks time to do what? Come into the room, okay? But y'all know first things first. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dots and whatnot, okay? Do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section. Y'all know these lives are a conversation between me and y'all, okay? So don't be in here not saying nothing. Come in here and talk to me, okay? Talk to me, because otherwise I'm talking to myself. I can just do it pre-recorded. Do not forget to share the video. Relax, relate, release. Send yourself and everyone around you, and always inhale and exhale, because that's amazing, okay? You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of that. And y'all know I'm fun on IG. Okay, so if you're not following me over there, you're really missing out. Okay, now I am here or whatever. But I might be popping off camera because it's been a long day. Okay, it's been a long day. Both episodes to me was good. Marry Me Now, okay, which was foolishness. Okay, complete foolishness. This episode, I was like, this show was starting to grow on me, and I don't want it to. I'm sorry, y'all. Mainly because I was like, oh, no, I cannot believe it. Okay, I could not. Well, I can believe it. I could believe it. But thank y'all to the ones who are here so far. Okay, let's see why. What in the hell does Martell know about Mediterranean cooking? Honey, I don't know. But hey, to y'all watching so far, again, you already know I always say thank you to the live watchers, but also the ones who watch the read of the play, okay? Hey, everyone, hope you're having a great Sunday. Hey, y'all hope everybody having a great little Sunday, okay? It's nice weather here. We don't have no snow right now, which is always a good thing, because when we have snow and it be cold, I'm looking like, no, please not today. Okay, but let's get started on Marry Me Now, and then we will get into Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I do not want to be on here longer than an hour. I just did a 2-hour live when I did Put a Ring on It, and also Ready to Love. So honey, okay, I was up till 5:30 in the morning. Y'all know I put up Love and Marriage. What did I do? I did Marriage Boot Camp and Love After Lockup, so that's up on my channel. Again, to Put a Ring on It and Rich Love was up on my channel. Now this is Marry Me Now and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, I gotta still do Candy Show, honey. This is so much going on, honey. The life of a YouTuber. Okay, but Marry Me Now. Okay, this episode, again, episode 4, we have the couple, which is Angela and Mel Quinn. Okay, first of all, when I heard his name, I'm like, Mel Quinn. It just sounded like some foolishness. And I was like, why I feel like this ain't what we want. Okay, why I feel like we should not want to do this. Why I feel like, sir, ma'am, someone should move on immediately. Okay. But again, she, wants to marry this man, wants to propose to this man. They have been dating for 7 years. They have been dating for 7 years. Okay. Also, they have known each other since like middle school. Okay. Now they also have 3 kids together. Now this is episode 4. We've never seen anybody who was together for 7 years, have children together, live together, have known each other since childhood or whatever. So this is the first. Okay, this is like, why y'all not already married? Anyway, the fact that their sons' names is Denver, Dallas, and Detroit. I'm like, y'all named y'all kid Detroit. Is one of y'all from here? Someone better be from Detroit to name the child Detroit. Don't be name your kid D names. Denver, Dallas, and Detroit. Anyway, and they're their kids together. And I think the ages, their youngest maybe 2. Okay. So she brings up how they've discussed marriage over the years or whatever. She's bugging about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But she, he hasn't asked her, so she gonna do it because she loves him or whatever. She wants to be with him. I was like, so y'all have discussed marriage, you've badgered him about marriage or whatever, and he hasn't proposed after 7 years and 3 children, and so now you want to propose? I mean, it could be a way for her to just get a whole free wedding, which I don't mind at all. Like, you have to want to get a free wedding, sometime because you want to pay your money. Anyway, because they got 3 kids. They may not be able to, to afford a lavish wedding with 3 children. Yes, they named their child Detroit, their son. They have 3 boys. I was like, rewind. I'm like, oh, they really named in Detroit. I don't even think people in Detroit name their kids Detroit. I don't know now, child. I've never heard of anybody here named Detroit. We don't do that here, okay? This is just whatever. Anyway, he think they on a game show where it's like a game show called the Not Newlywed Game. And I was like, oh, he's gullible too? Anyway, so she brings up how a kind of issue for them maybe how close he is with his mother. He's a mama's boy, okay? And he's also his mama's only child. And I was like, I feel like naming him Melquin proves she just wanted to always have him with her, because Melquin is a very, very different name, okay? Now, she also brings up how she can't tell his mother about her proposing until the day of, because she will tell him what she's planning, and 2, she will try to take these days to stop the wedding. When you have to not tell someone because they're vindictive and petty and spiteful enough to ruin it, it's more to the story. I'm like, really? That's what his mama would do? But that's how some of these mamas be team too much, and we don't know what to do. But I was like, Jesus, please fix it. I want an omelet. I haven't ate all day, y'all, and it's 6:44, and I really want. I'm gonna get a little omelet or a little DoorDash. Anyway, let's see. Yes, I'm skeptical about why they named their child Chicago. Like, but see, Chicago isn't a weird name though. I don't know no one named Detroit. I knew a dude in high school named since his real name wasn't Cincinnati. We call him Cincinnati, Cincy. So, certain cities you may think, oh, like Dallas, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Denver, I get it. But I'm like, Detroit, there has to be other D names. And I'm from Detroit. I'm here. Okay, I am here. But again, it was weird. So we do see her telling folks about what she wants to do, okay? We see that she wants to tell her mama about it or whatever. And the mama, like, her mom, you can tell her mama gully. Like, her mama, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't for that shit. But she's like, mom, I'm going to propose to Milquin. We're going to have a wedding. And mom's like, well, okay, it's about time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he should be the one asking. You can tell mama, like, girl, whatever. Because you're going to do whatever it is you want to do. Girl, okay, I'll be there. I'll come to the wedding. But fine. But I do think he should be the one asking you. Again, after 7 years of being together and 3 kids, he should for sure be the one asking, okay? And so Rebecca asked the mama, like, what would you do, if he says no? Like, what should your daughter do? And mama said she could stay right there. Now, if it was me, I would leave. But my daughter, she not like me. My daughter like her daddy. They're like, look, well, what does that mean? And when mama said she's soft like a father, I said, not her daddy's soft. I was like, Mom, what you talking about? But again, you can tell that her mama's a tough, strong lady, but also a bit harsh. And that's why Angela's so like passively quiet and timid and kind of a pushover. Like, you can tell she gonna accept whatever's given to her. And that's that bullshit or whatever. But again, the mama agreed to come to the wedding. The mama agreed to, be supportive of her daughter. But you can tell the mama's also like, child, like, I think the mama know it's going to be some bullshit. This is based on their history. It's going to be some bullshit. But whatever. Okay, we then see her telling her brother about it or whatever. The brother also says, he should be the one proposing. Again, 7 years dating. They live together, have a whole home together, 3 kids together. There's no reason why he should not have proposed already. Okay, boom, pow, pow. But the brother, like, I'm going to support you and I'll walk you down the aisle. Because I don't know if her dad passed away or he just ain't around. But again, the brother says he will walk her down the aisle. We then see her telling Melquan's sister. Now, the sister she's telling him and that sister don't have the same mama. So it ain't like she gonna tell the mama because again, it's not her mama. Okay, anyway, that's same daddy. And the sister then say, I think he should be the one proposing. Everyone kept saying that. And my issue isn't that they all feel that. My issue is why ain't nobody told him, nigga, why didn't you propose yet? 7 years and 3 kids, you should propose. Okay. Weird. She also brings up like if he say no, like what would you do? Like because he might say no just because he might feel like he's the one that should do it. Okay. And so I don't know. I'll be really upset if he said no. I'd be really, really pissed. And I was like, I would leave. This is the thing. If you want marriage and your and your boyfriend or your person know you want marriage and y'all are literally sharing a life as husband and wife, living in the same house, getting pregnant, birthing babies 3 times over. You're living as husband and wife. The only difference is, it's a piece of paper. You go before God and vow to be, with this man or this woman or whatever. Why not? Now, these couples who've been dating for like a year or two, not, you know what I'm saying? I get that, okay? Because you can be fresh in. 7 years in, you should know what you want, okay? He on bullshit, that's what I'm going to say. So, we then see it's a day of proposal or whatever. And so Angela then has to tell his mom, hey, I'm going to propose to your son. And I'm like, his mama got on my nerve from the moment she said, oh, so that's why y'all was trying to get me here. That's why y'all was really trying to get me here, whatever. And, because my job is hard. She didn't say congrats. She didn't say, oh, no. Like, she just kind of ignored what Angela was saying, like, oh, okay, I get it now. She wants to propose, 5. So then the mom, like, well, y'all got my blessing or whatever, but also y'all have some things to work on. But we're gonna talk about that later. When Angela then say, and so if he says yes, we're getting married today, like in a couple hours. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, y'all need more time. I don't agree with the wedding being so fast. He may want to plan his own thing. Have you thought about what he wanted? And I'm like, Mama, your son knocked her up 3 times. Your son been with that lady for 7 years. Your son has had 7 full years to plan a wedding. The fact that the youngest kid is 2, he's had 2 whole years since their 3rd kid to plan a wedding. Not even a wedding, to plan a proposal. So to make it seem like, why so fast? It's not been fast, lady. It's been 7 damn years. It's been 7 years, 3 children. Your son is the issue. I was like, oh, she pissed. Why? Maybe he wants to plan his own wedding. He ain't even plan a goddamn proposal, okay? And then said, she said, it's a lot of personal stuff to be taken care of. He needs someone that loves and respects him. And I don't think she do that based on how she talked to him. I'm like, based on how you talking to her, you can't tell me that your son ain't also rude and disrespectful to. I was just like, his mama is the issue. His mama is the issue. And what I mean by that is not that Melvin is not the issue, but his mama is in that boy head and he listening. And then Angela is just too, in no offense, too weak-minded to lead that motherfucker because they have 3 kids and she's invested 7 years. And again, if you want marriage and he won't give that to you, why are you wasting your young years with this man? Move on. Leave. I would look. If I want marriage and we had 2 kids and we've been together for 5 years and you haven't proposed and I keep badgering you to do it and you still ain't did it, I would not have had 3rd child. That's just me. Angela seems to be content in her bullshit. Okay? And I was like, girl, that mama, honey, on some bull of the shit, okay? The lady is your son. Lady, that is your son, not your mom. Right back the fuck off, okay? You gave him 7 years, 3 kids, living together. You're damn near married. You never made it requirement for him to marry you. Why lock down? Why lock you down legally and we can get the facade without obligation, which is true. But fuck all that. I've been telling you what I want, and you ain't been listening. So for me, this is why I said I like this episode. Made me like the show for the only reason. Every reason he's had to not marry me so far, this to be it. This is your last chance to do what I need you to do. Okay. But I piss me off. Okay. And he impregnated her 3 times and spent so much of her young years with him. It's almost the same like men do that to try and ensure nobody else would want her. And this thing, because he's been with her since she was so young, all she knows is him. All she know is him. And I feel like they probably in their 20s. They neither of them to me give off in their 30s. So she may be 27. She may be 20. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been with somebody for the past 7 since you was like 20, your mind don't really know shit else. And that's something else that's bad or whatever. But I was like, girl. What I like was when the mama was saying how, he needs somebody who loves him, who's going to respect him, okay, who loves him. And she said, well, you only see or you only acknowledge what I do. You don't see or acknowledge what he does to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's on bullshit or whatever. I'm like, the mama is the problem. Get out this relationship. You know what I'm saying? You can see how toxic his mama is, which spills over into their relationship because he probably allowed his mama to dictate what he wanted to do with that lady. And then Angela just lays down and accepts it. And I was like, So the mama say she'll be there. She supported her, whatever. But for a fact she don't. You know for a fact she just waiting to be able to get to her son and say, son, don't do it. She ain't shit, son. You deserve better. How the fuck he deserve better when the woman who he impregnated 3 times and has not married her, and she's saying like I've told him I wanted it. We've had the conversation. He know what I want, and he just hasn't done it. So to me, this show is needed because this is her last ditch effort. And hey, if this ain't what it is, then I don't know what to do because he know what it is. So we do see her go up to that man and propose. Okay. And while I want to say he's attractive, he's a handsome man. He also ain't shit. Okay. And someone can be a handsome man and not shit at the same time. Okay. And who was that? His name is Melvin. Okay. He ain't shit, but he's also handsome. Anyway, so she walks to him. And again, it was also crazy to me is how the show was like, okay, we're going to make this a public spectacle. Okay, they always propose like in public, in a wedding dress, to draw all the attention to the woman doing something with this man, okay? And so, we've been together for 7 years, and I love you, and I want to be married, so will you marry me? He was like, of course, yes, I'll marry you. Okay, but will you marry me now? Of course, I'll marry you now. And I'm like, oh, you look so stunning. Oh, amazing dress. Oh, you look great. Okay. And then they in the car riding, to the place or whatever. And then you see the bullshit start to kick in. He's like, oh, yeah, so I was actually planning to propose to you. She's like, oh, what, really? Yeah, I was gonna propose soon. You know what I'm saying? So this is so shocking because I was planning the proposal. And she said, okay, so what's soon for you? It's soon 2 years from now. Is it 7 more years? Like, when had you planned to do this? And the fact that he couldn't say, I've saved up $5,000 for a ring, when he said, I've been trying to save money to get you the ring you like. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a right way of doing things. I think me getting on one knee to ask you is the right way. So let me say this. If the right way for y'all to get married is for you to propose to her, if you want to marry her and be her husband, that's what you want, and she's telling you we already have a wedding plan, why didn't you get down on one knee and say, no, you won't be the one to propose, I will? That to me would have been, okay, he do want to marry her, and he gonna take this chance for what it is and do the right thing and propose. But you in the goddamn car, I'm the one who's supposed to be the one to propose. But your ass ain't got down on one goddamn bending knee. You ain't shit. So now she's upset. Okay. So he like, well, look at me. Look, is this really what you want? Is this how you want to do it? And she was like, yes, because you're my person. Like, I love you. Okay. And so now he in his tux. He's in his tux, and he's talking to her brother. And he like, I do love your sister. I do love her, but I just feel like, I wish she would have let me do it. I was gonna play. Nigga, you had 7 years. No one can say to me, I wish she would have gave me time to do it. That only is a true kind of statement if you've been dating for a year, maybe two. Maybe two. It's been 7 years and 3 children, and you have not proposed. He was making me so mad, laying on this point of, because I didn't propose, this is the wrong thing. Because I didn't propose, things are not being done the right way. But ain't nobody told you that you can't get on your knees and propose to her because the wedding is in an hour. No one has told you that you can't propose to her. Just because she proposed first does not mean that you can't propose to her because that's what you want. I was like, can someone punch him in his throat? Straight in his throat. Okay? Windpipe and all. Don't break the windpipe. Don't do that. That's dangerous. But just in his throat. Okay? Maybe she want or need a free wedding. And this is the thing. If he said he was trying to save money for the ring, and they have 3 kids, I'm assuming they don't have a lot of money. Okay, they can't. No shade, they can't. So your wife has made it to where y'all can have a whole free wedding. I'm pretty sure the show pay for their rings, pay for their dress and the tux. Your parents is there. This is the best case scenario to someone who was saying, I was waiting to save money for a ring. Well, okay, keep saving, and on our 5-year anniversary, give me a whole punk ass diamond ring then, okay? But no, you're full of shit. The groom mom towards me, she got on my damn nerves. My heart breaks for these women because they face the cruelty that their mates don't love them as much as they do. This is the only thing I'll say to that. Last week's episode, to me, was an example of the groom loving the wife, the man loving his girlfriend enough to like, yes, I will. I should have been did this. That was the first time I was like, okay, I like the show because it's not all bad. But this is the opposite. This is where we see how much she loved him, and now she looks foolish because he on bullshit. Okay. The mama probably settled in her own life when it came to relationships and love. So older women who settle resent younger women who go for what they want. I can agree. If she felt that way, a real mom would have talked her way before 7 years, 3 kids, and talked to him too. And that's the crazy part. His mama really only cares about her son. That's it. Okay, that's it. She should have not kept having kids live with him if she wants to get married. I'm not gonna say that because she don't have to stop her life, because at the end of the day, she seems to love him. So I would not say I would have stopped having, look, after the second kid. I would have stopped. I would not have had a third kid, but I'm not gonna say that, she fully should have left him before. My thing is, this is her ending point, because now you're giving him the ultimate ultimatum. I've waited this long. I've done all these things. I ain't doing shit else. I'm done. The day her man was planning to propose was infinite like her ring. She had no business asking him. She knew he didn't want her. I'm not gonna say he don't want her. What I will say is he's perfectly content with her being his girlfriend. He's perfectly content with them being together and him not having to put a ring on her finger. But I won't say he don't have feelings for her. I won't say he don't want her. He just wants her in the capacity of, I don't have to put in a real lifelong commitment of marriage, even though I know that's what you want. And some folks like, well, then they got kids, so that's forever. No, it takes nothing to impregnate nobody. Okay, nothing at all. But I'm like, at least she got to the point of saying, I need to stop this shit. I'm gonna stop it right now. So we didn't see Angela talking to her mom or whatever. Her mom says, yeah, his mama called me. Okay, she was very, very upset. She was pissed off. Okay, pissed. And then Angela said, well, that's fine. Malcolm was mad too because he felt like he should be the one to propose. And when she said, he told me he had a plan to propose, her mama said he lying. That man ain't had no, he ain't got no plan. He lying. And I'm like, her mama was being honest. Her mama like, I'm gonna support you in your bullshit and be here to support you to what you want to do. However, she also not gonna sugarcoat. Like he lying to you. He didn't have no goddamn plan not at the all. But I'm gonna still sit here in my lucky little dress and leave it be, okay? Because it's on some bull of the shit. So we then see his mama and him talking, okay? And his mama, like, what I'm saying, she don't want no woman in my son's life that will hurt him like she has hurt you or whatever, and how she talked to you or whatever, I'm saying, and I can't believe that. And he like, my only issue, mama, I just, I just feel like I'm the one supposed to propose. But he has not thought, let me go propose. We already got a wedding. I want to marry her. Let me do this. Let me be the one in my suit, my tie, okay, and propose to the woman I love. You on bullshit. You're on bullshit, okay? But again, he's content. Oh, complacent too. Everybody is, okay? Around here with what she's allowing him to do. And that's on the bull of the shit, okay? Now, when he said, I don't want to do this if I can't propose her, who said you can't? Who said you can't? Anyway, she says, well, Smith, you don't want to do this, son. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Don't do it, son. Okay. She need to treat you like a man and not like a child. This from the man talking to his mama, who is helping him make the decision to not marry his girlfriend who he's been with for 7 years, and they have 3 kids together. And he's using the excuse, well, it's because I wanted to propose, but he won't propose. Girl, the mom's gonna say, she need to care about how you feel. I'm not happy about this. In the throat. We then see Malcolm go in there with, because the wedding was supposed to start like 20, 30 minutes ago, whatever. They're like, what's the hold up? No one knows what's going on, not even Angela. This fool come in and like, is you supposed to see her before the wedding? What you want? And I was like, yeah, this is about to be some bullshit. So Malcolm tells her he doesn't think this is the right way to do things. It shouldn't happen this way. It shouldn't happen this way. Her mom was, that's her mama right there. Her mama say, so your mama got your head. Okay. What's the issue? Like, y'all gonna go back to the same house and keep, sleep in the same bed. So what's the issue of you not wanting to do this? It's not as if y'all live a separate life. Like, y'all have a whole life together. Why can't you just marry her? And, he could, well, I just think I should be the one to propose, and he on bullshit. My mama didn't convince me. Your mama did get in your head. Your mama helped you. Your mama is helping you not be a grown ass man. You a fucking baby boy, okay? He's just a baby boy. He's not the real, none of that, okay? And then Angela, would you could, she knew at this moment we not getting married. He gonna be on bullshit or whatever. And she said, I'm not gonna beg you to marry me today. I'm not gonna do. I refuse to beg you to marry me. I told you this is what I wanted. I did all this for a reason. And then he still, but I need to be the one. And she's like, you know what? Go ahead and leave. Leave now. Get out. Go. Look, I'm always the one getting hurt. So just leave. Okay. And now she crying. I can't do this anymore. This is like a slap in my face. And her mama then said, I knew his mama would change his mind. I knew it. Okay. And we do see everybody, because then we see Rebecca go down and announce how the wedding ain't happening. And we see all her folk coming to, support her, give her some love and affection or whatever. And she tells them, I do not want to see him. I do not want to see her, meaning his mama. Okay, I want to get my kids and just go home. He can, he can't come back to the house. He can go with his mama, because that's, he can go. That's what you want to do. Go over there. Go away from me with your bullshit, Melvin. Get out my face. I'm done. Okay. And we see Mel Quinn talking to her aunt and saying how, I just feel like, the man needs to propose. I've never seen someone keep saying what needs to happen, but then didn't do it. It's like a house on fire. The house needs some water, and you holding a bucket of water and won't throw the water on. You won't put the fire out. What? Nigga, okay? He then says, like, I'm being forced to do this today, and that's not the way it should happen. You know what I'm saying? My mom did not change my mind. You know what I'm saying? But he also, because the aunt said, oh, so you want to break up with her? He's like, no, I don't know. I don't want to know. Well, I want us to be together. But this is being forced. And this is the thing. Either 2 weeks ago, I said, when the man said no, I said, okay, he don't want to feel forced. That's fine. Cool. The difference in that couple and this couple, that couple at that point in time had never discussed marriage. Okay, they had never discussed marriage. Crazy. These people, and they didn't have any children. These people been together 7 years, have discussed marriage. He telling her, I'm going to propose. Yes, I want to get married. I'm going to propose soon. It's different because it's not like they had not talked about it. It's not as if he made her think, I'm going to do it one day. Just not, you know what I'm saying? Complete bullshit, okay? And then I'm like, he a whole fucking fool. But again, 7 years, 3 kids, a home together, and you still did not want to marry her based on because she was the one who asked. And I like how Rebecca told Angela, like, you know what I'm saying? He should have been scared to lose you. Like the fear of losing you should have made him want to do this because, he should not want to lose you. And I hope you can find out your worth to not put up with the bullshit or whatever. And we then see they still together, working on communicating. I'm like, no, ma'am, they don't need, girl. I was like, you know what, at this point, he will never propose. And if he never does it, and she's forever a girlfriend with 4, 5, 6, 7 kids by that man, that's on her. Because no one told you to stay with him after the fact as if nothing, happened. And then say, they're trying to work on communication. No, work on him not wanting to marry you. That's the thing to work on. Okay, and I was like, girl, get out of my face. Okay, anyway, we gonna move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I want to look at some of y'all comments. Okay, did you catch him say yes? We have 3 boys, but I want a princess. What? I didn't see that. He said that, man. Fuck Mel Quinn. Okay. You would think you would think with all the single moms in our community that they would raise sons and promote tradition and marriage to try and break the cycle. His mom ain't care. Okay, and she looked beautiful. He's a whole asshole. I feel sorry for her, but I can't. Cause even after she said I can't do this no more, and she seen he not gonna propose. He don't have no inkling to propose. Okay, and she still stayed. My parents were strict and were Baptists, so I've never had a baby because I've been waiting to get married first. But if men aren't raised to get married, also the men don't match the girls' goals. You don't have to be raised to want to get married to once you're an adult in a relationship and the person you with is telling you what they want, you should give them what you want. Because, that's just, to me, a part of being an adult. I think men can use that as an excuse. Well, I wasn't raised, my mama was single mom, so I didn't think. It's like, yeah, but once you get with someone who wants marriage, if you don't want that, then let them go. Had he just, not wanted marriage, well, let her ass go. But the fact that he's saying, he still wants to be with her, it's on the bullshit. He's good looking, but master manipulator. No, thank you. If you have a baby, get married in a story. Well, no. People should get married if they want to. And if you do not want to be married with a person who wants to be married, leave them be. But I'm not gonna say if you have a baby, then you have to get married. I'm not gonna say that at all. She allowed him to shack with her and ship the club of 3 times without requiring marriage. Then she brings him on a show and tried to muscle him into marriage. He said the devil is a lie. But he's half the devil. Because this is the thing. Had his mama said, you know what, son, do it, he would have married her. No one wants to be forced to get married. However, you can't know I want to be married. Tell me you want to marry me and you will propose. And then when I'm done waiting for you, so I do it, and you then all of a sudden don't want to do it, which means you never wanted to marry me. But that's my opinion. I don't know. Say you're doing an awesome job breaking. I be trying. I be trying my best. Okay. He's confident that he won't lose her. Well, because he's all she know. And the thing about it is, she probably can get mad for a moment, but then she's over it. She's still going to be. They said that they said they still together, and I'm like, not still together. No. But anyway, okay. First of all, make sure to do what? Like the video. Because liking is always the thing to do. Okay, let's move on to Love and Marriage Hunts of the Ville. Okay, which was also a good episode today. I was like, oh, nice, nice, nice. Anyway, I hope y'all have liked the video, like the thing said, okay, and all of that. Because I'm here. Y'all know the cast and couples around here. Everybody around here, boom, pow, pow. But y'all know there was a couple of new confessional looks, and y'all know I always like to show y'all what's new. Okay, so Mel, Tiffany, and Lewis had new looks. Mel said, y'all gonna get these titties today. Y'all gonna get these titties today because they round here. Okay, now sometimes the tape ain't so tight, and the boob might, be a little bit different, but that's fine. I think Mel still looks amazing. Okay. I like the short hair on her. I wish it was maybe a couple inches longer. Like, I wish it came like right to the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? But I like the look of it all. And the I don't know if that's a jacket or a dress, but it's really, really cute. Okay. Mel, like, y'all gonna get this and stuff. Now with Tiffany and Pastor Tiffany and Pastor Deacon Lewis around here, I'm just gonna suck it up because Tiffany is only like 37, 38. I think I'm gonna suck it up and say she just maybe like to dress older. Okay. That's just what that is maybe what it is. This outfit is better than the church outfit she had on in the other confessional. I'll say that. And, I like the necklace, but I still feel like, oh, okay, I guess, you're giving shoulders, what I'm saying? What is that, velvet? And then Lewis, it don't, he don't look like, Pastor Deacon Lewis. He look like a mortician. Okay, like he owns a funeral home, okay, and he running things at the funeral home on the day of the sadness or whatever. So I mean, Tiffany dresses so she do the bang, okay. Short hair is better on male. It really, really is. Velvet. Oh, velvet. Oh, she's 41. I'm only 40. I just want her to dress look. I don't know. I'm looking short haircuts on me. I like in season 1. I don't like Tiffany's confessional look. The orange looks good on Tisha. Tiffany always misses the mark. The dress was cute. The chain just doesn't match. It's like, it's just something. I don't know. Another church outfit. Lewis isn't flashy. I have a feeling if he could, he'd do confessional looks in a t-shirt and sweatpants. I agree with that. Not they look borrowed, girl. Yeah, she said I could have sworn she said she was in her 30s, but she could have been lying. I don't know. But yeah, and this is the thing. Everybody looks good in their own right. However, I just, sometimes I'm like, Tiffany, this girl, this don't be matching. But she may have her own style, and that's what it is. She said she was 34. She doesn't dress like it. But again, she made us have an older taste in clothes. She made us, some folk like, vintage, grandma stuff or stuff grandma wore her 30s, but it's back when it was the 30s. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But again, we're gonna leave the people be she dresses and acts older. It could be she's been through a lot, right? Adopted, cheated on her husband, all these things. So again, it can be a plethora of things, okay? However, let's move on. We do see Mel and Tiffany meet up a chit chat. And Tiffany brings up how she was just shocked at how Stormy came at her at Mel's little pajama party. And Mel like, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, this is that. Okay. Stormy came in hot, but don't forget you came in very opinionated when you came around here too. So again, y'all have to remember, like y'all don't have to be friends, okay? Y'all can just kind of figure out, have a little conversation on just how to get along. Hey, you don't have to be friends with everyone that you're around. Like it's not required, okay? It's not a requirement or whatever. And then Tiffany brings up how, at Martell's book signing, I was surprised that you and the kids were not there. And I was like, why are you surprised that someone's ex-wife wasn't at a book signing? It's like people really forget how horrible Martell and Mel's divorce was. Like, it was bad. And I was like, why are y'all surprised that Mel isn't showing up like the wife to her ex-husband who cheated on her, had a baby with somebody else, and then after these things was happening, was still embarrassing her and being a complete jerk to her? Like, why are you surprised? How? Are you dumb? Are you deaf? Are you blind? Did you not see, hear, and experience what we all saw? It was confusing to me. And Mel said, well, I was not made aware, you know what I'm saying, of things that I was made aware, not asked, I was made aware about this book signing event a day or two before the event. However, it was my week with the kids. We had a death in my family, whatever. So we went to spend time with my family. Okay. And first of all, I have set boundaries. Okay. I have set boundaries and I require respect because I was disrespected for a very long time. So you have to make sure, okay, that that's being done. And Mel's point is, I'm not letting Martell control me. I'm not letting anyone make me feel like I have to do shit. We already know she not shooting no scenes with that man this season. I'm not going to do that. And I hate that anyone is making her feel like she has to bend to what he wants. I was like, no, fuck Martell, okay? Fuck Martell or whatever. Anyway, Tiffany brings up how I feel like I want to make sure that you're not making decisions based on the history and the baggage, okay? Because there's always like his side, her side, and then the truth. And I was like, oh, at this moment, I said, oh, Tiffany, you ain't shit. To tell, and I'm like, ooh, I said, what else is Mel supposed to base her decisions on besides what has recently happened, how he's recently treated her? Like, what do you want her to do? Just ignore Martell's complete asshole, horrible. What? Tiffany, shut up. What? And Mel, like, first of all, let's not forget, this is my recent past. Our divorce has not even been a year yet. So you know what I'm saying? And my side will always be, because I don't have to lie. And I was aggravated with her saying, well, don't make decisions based on what he's done. I'm like, what the fuck else is she supposed to do? Tiffany ain't shit. Let's just say Tiffany ain't shit, because I don't get how anyone who's been divorced, and this is a woman in general, who witnessed the shit that happened, to say, oh, why wasn't you there? I'm just so surprised. Don't use the history and the baggage. Bitch, the baggage is still sitting in my front room. The baggage has not even been unpacked. Because again, my divorce just happened let's say 6 months ago, I was like, at that point, Tiffany not a friend. Can't be. Can't be. Tiffany gives horrible advice because Tiffany was basically saying you should still show up if Martell wants you to. Solely because y'all have kids. Man, Martell better plan something when, he got them kids. I was pissed. Girl, anyway, Tiffany and Lewis both work on my nerves completely. Right. Hell yeah. Mel is not on it at all. Mel like, look, I'm not about to allow y'all to force me into toxic situations for camera time. Because Martell wanted the kids there for camera time. The same way he knew Mel would not. Martell knew Mel would not bring them kids there. He knew that. He knew it. So he also knew I could make it to scene in one way or the other. Because had she shown up, we probably would have had at least tense moments. If she doesn't show up, I can be, oh, I'm so sad. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm so hurt. Oh, Jesus. They all expect her to keep supporting and having Martell back, and she's been done. Honey, done. Done. Mel is done with these hoes. Some of the cast is low-key rooting for Martell and shenanigans, and that's what just like stupid, okay? Tiffany Lewis, they shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't, or maybe understand why all these people who are close to the situation not understand that this woman was in an abusive verbal and mental marriage. And she's out. Okay, and I'm not going back. Okay. And don't forget he called her a whore. And then was on he put out a recording alleging that she was out here sucking for dick. I was like, your kids gonna hear that, girl. Tiffany and these people coming at me like she owes this ninja something crazy to me. I was like, get out of my face. And then when Martell said, I'm just wondering because Martell, he looked so hurt. He was so hurt or whatever. So I was surprised y'all were not there. And Mel said, first of all, I wasn't invited, so stop saying y'all, okay? I was like, right. Why you keep putting me in this shit, man? That's my ex-husband. Leave me to be, okay? And then Mel said, well, first of all, when women walk away from a marriage, the husband tries to control them. Okay, tries to control them and live their lives for them. And I ain't having that shit. No, not today, not ever. And that's not happening. And I'm like, why not look at Mel as an empowering situation, her knowing what she not gonna put up with? Don't then say, I expected you to just be that. Bitch, why? Who, what, when, where, how, and why did you expect that? Okay. So we then come Tiffany and her being divorced because again she's divorced. And so now we know her ex-husband has passed away. But Mel asked, so why did y'all get divorced? Because we never really found out why her and her first husband got divorced. She never really went into detail about that. And she brings up how my ex-husband or whatever, he was an amazing man. He was amazing man. Wonderful man, okay? And he was my soulmate, okay? And he loved me dearly and gave me all the love and support I could want. However, I wanted more, okay? I wanted more money. I wanted money. Yeah. And so she wanted to be with someone who had money. And she said, seeing him work and her having work too, but I'm still not having the money she wanted. She said, I'm done. And Phil, so you said, like, okay, he loved me, but I want my money, so fuck it. I'm fuck this marriage. I was like, that's what she did. She left her husband because he didn't have enough money for her. I mean, this is the thing. If she felt like I need more money and we struggle and I don't do with him, that's fine. But it do seem like you put money over love. And we all know money don't equal happiness, okay? And so when she brings up how I kind of took advantage of my situation because I was selfish, because he loved me so much. He accepted me being less than a perfect wife. And I should have been a better wife to him. But again, I was being selfish. I just wanted money, whatever. And because he loved me so much, I knew I could get away with it, okay? Honey, pink in the brain. So Mel was like, oh, so he was your soulmate? and that man loved you, and you broke his heart. I was like, bitch. So basically, Tiffany is Martell. I mean, she may not have been as down and dirty as he was, but again, you had someone, y'all marriage was fine, but you wanted more. You wanted something different. And so you broke that person's heart based on you being selfish, just like Martell. And while I seen folks saying, oh, Mel was being so rude because, Tiffany was crying, man, fuck her tears. Tiffany just told Mel to go be there for Martell. Fuck Tiffany's tears, okay? And again, Tiffany put herself in that predicament. Tiffany admitted I was being selfish, and she now regrets her decisions, truthfully, because she brought up how she now realizes that money does not equal happiness. And I'm like, are you happy with Lewis? And then even to be married again and bring up how the husband you left to get more money was your soulmate. And who was Lewis? This the next runner up. Anyway, I didn't feel bad for Tiffany because she made those decisions. Now she may have been younger. She must have been in her 20s, and and now she's older and wiser or whatever. But again, that's on you. And I mean, that's on you. You did that. You did that. Okay. Martell looking for sympathy. We have none at all. Okay, none. How you say I want money, but you house looking not her house looking like that. I was here for Mel in the scene when she said he loved you when you broke it. I was too. Her delivery was a bit dry when she told that story because she don't know how to talk right. Thank you. I love my shirt too. Let's see. Mel ain't gotta bend herself to a process to appease Martell's ass. Martell knew exactly what he was gonna do when he was he knew exactly what he was doing, which was to discredit Mel. Honey, this was all a plot set up by Todd. It's always Todd. Tiffany was a shitty person in her last marriage, so naturally she's gonna see flaws in what Martell tried to pull. Tiffany's trash. She's always gonna be something different to everybody. But I don't really like her. I don't like Tiffany. I don't. She just moved weird for me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's always having excuses to shit. Okay. And I can never understand anybody excusing anything Martell did. I mean, Bishop Lewis and Sister Mary Clarence, Tiffany, irks my nerves. I feel like they still have not found their footing on this show. They're hypocrites, in my opinion, but I'm leaving that be. We did see Tisha and Kimmy have a conversation again. I had to pull up their amazing looks from their confessional. And Kimmy wants to have a conversation. One, because the last time they kind of talked or whatever was at the reunion, how she brought up how, if we were not family, she kind of would not talk to Tisha. But also she wanted to, talk about Mel's pajama party. So she kind of explains to Tisha, like, I said that, we weren't family. We would not talk about what I mean. Like, me, you know how I do not go back and forth, in disagreeing with people. Like, I don't, that ain't me. Okay. You see me have one little back and forth thing or whatever with somebody, and I wash my hands of that situation because I don't do that. But because I love you, I'm not gonna wash my hands of you, okay? But I don't do that back and forth bull of the shit, okay? Oh, I love you too, okay? How about look, I'm the same way as you. I don't fuss with folks for no reason. I only fuss with family or whatever. So let's move on. I'm like, Tisha, you're a damn lie. Tisha do fuss back and forth because Tisha is also childish at times. So, because you've been fussing back and forth for Mel all the whole show. And she ain't family. So Tisha likes to think that she's more mature than what she really is, but she isn't. She really, really isn't. And so her and Kimmy having a conversation, and they kind of squashed it or whatever, leave it at that. We know that she discusses her and Maurice honeymoon, fine. Okay. And then Kimmy brings up the party. So Mel had a pajama party, like you were not there. However, Kiki was there. Your cousin Kiki was there, whatever. And Kiki was around there, girl, saying all kind of shit. Like it was a whole Tisha conversation or whatever. It was a lot of Tisha conversation going on. And I feel like it was inappropriate to be having that conversation in front of other people without you being there, to defend yourself. That's why Mel invited her, since she knew, you know, she knew the history between me and Kiki. So Mel did that to have a whole Kimmy bashing event or whatever. I'm saying that if my cousin had issues with me, I don't get why she would team up against me versus coming to talk to me. Okay, and girl, y'all should talk. I was like, mm, mm. This is the weird thing. Your family should never be anywhere having a conversation about you. Okay, you just should not. That's on bullshit. Because having a conversation about me to someone I'm at odds with will cause me to kick your ass. This is gonna happen. It may happen. Yeah, Kimmy here is amazing. Amazing. Um, I feel like Kimmy was backpedaling. The only reason I don't feel like Kimmy was backpedaling is because even in a scene at Mel's house, Kimmy wasn't really talking about Tisha. She was there and she watched them talk. But I don't feel like Kimmy participated in it. Um, the only reason I don't think Kimmy was being messy is because had Kimmy not told Tisha, that would have made Tisha feel like Kimmy was being messy and going behind her back. I don't mind Kimmy telling Tisha. Truthfully, I still feel like Mel was messy for inviting Kiki. Okay. But I mean, girl, she looks so pretty. That cousin must have bothered her clothes. Oh, maybe being borrowed clothes in her confession. I wouldn't be surprised if her cousin joined the show. Kimmy told Tisha so she didn't have to hear about it. Right. Kimmy was smart. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Thank you, Miss Keita. Tisha, please, you've been mad at me before. You've been mad at me for 4 seasons now. You on bullshit. I like the fact that Kimmy came directly to Tisha and said, hey, they were talking about you. And her thing was, you need to talk to your cousin. She didn't even really say what was being said. Just talk to your cousin because of a whole Tisha conversation going on, and y'all should, figure out what's gonna happen about that. But again, they look great. Let's move on to the men's round here, having a conversation too. Okay, Lewis, Maurice, and Marceau. Uh, First of all, I'm like, y'all need to calm down. Okay, too much testosterone. But they want to discuss the whole thing about, Lewis feeling like Marceau was too aggressive and came at them too hard at the reunion. And Marceau feel like, well, Lewis consistently was speaking on my marriage. And Lewis also felt like, you were saying things that weren't true, like you called us fake, but wasn't true. And I just don't get why you kept coming at us as if it was a big issue. And Marceau's issue was, first of all, me and my marriage is not a TV marriage. I proposed to my wife at 26. So we have a whole real marriage, okay? And you have not earned the right to speak on my marriage, okay? That ain't what it is. The same way I have not earned the right to speak on yours. And when Lewis brings up, well, you have spoken on my marriage. He said, yeah, I did it in defense after you spoke on mine. I'm saying I was responding based on things you had said. Look, y'all know Marceau can be an asshole. He can be a complete asshole. But however, I agree with him in saying Lewis and Tiffany came in with all these opinions on everyone based on them watching a show. And when Marceau said, who the hell do you think you are to speak on my marriage? And Lewis' reply was, well, I didn't go into details about your marriage. I just commented based on stuff I saw. He's like, yeah, but you don't know me to speak on my marriage. You know shit in TV. Okay. And then Marceau said, well, for me, I was speaking based on, me seeing you talk about me. Okay, we are all just met, and the only info you had was based off what you saw on TV. You can offer me advice. I don't mind advice. I don't mind that, but you can't say I have a bad marriage, which is what, Tiffany and Lewis were saying in their confessionals. So again, that is what Marceau's big issue was. You complaining about or speaking on my marriage as if you had any real insight and not what was on TV. But when Lewis then said, well, how long have you known me? I've been around since 99 or whatever, and I've known you since then. I'm like, not 99. Honey, really? Okay. And Marceau said the thing I love for folks to say to draw a line. He said, no, you knew of me. You didn't know me. And I'm like, that is so true. You have to be like, look, you have friends, you can have associates or whatever, you can have acquaintances, and someone can know of you and not know you, even if they've known of you for 20 years. It does not mean that you know that person. And that's the only reason. I am Team Marceau, because again, you don't know me to speak on my marriage. And the fact that Lewis, in my opinion, kept trying to defend his right to speak on somebody's marriage is why I was like, Lewis, you on bullshit. Because you are too smart to not understand Marceau's main issue. Don't speak on my marriage because you don't know me, bro. And he's then said, like, you've known of me. We've never sat down and broke bread or whatever. Like, we've been cool. Like, we may shake a hand here or there, but that's really, you don't know me. And what Maurice then said, like, if you had walked in here, we didn't know whatever's going on, and you heard us talking about your marriage, how would you feel initially? And when Lewis then said, well, I would feel like y'all don't know me to speak on my marriage. And I was like, see, he's smart enough to get it, but still, wants to prove his point to where, but I still feel like it don't matter. And then when they had the analogy of, if a student in college or if a student in high school is getting all A's, that does not mean they can teach the class, because they have not earned the right to be a teacher. They're still a student. And I was like, that's look, y'all know I hate where Marceau be. You be right. When he say shit that makes sense, it irks my damn nerves, okay? And so Lewis, I get a cuckoo for like going forward, like it'll be fine. And Lewis's confessional, he said, how you say, if the words I said was wrong, I'm saying I'm sorry for that. I can apologize for the words I used. However, my actions were not wrong. I'm saying I can see things for what they are, but not speak on it, which is fine. Fine. So both Marceau apologized for how hard he went, how excessive he was responding to Lewis, and Lewis apologized for, what he said. But again, y'all know I hate having to say Team Marceau. I just really hate that shit. Let me scroll up here some comments of what y'all said, okay? So Lewis and Tiffany supposed to sit there and be quiet like the show literally about talking about each other. Well, no. It's not about being quiet. However, you can't come in season 1 with opinions on somebody else's marriage. There are other things to discuss versus saying y'all have a bad marriage. You don't know that. So no one expected them to be quiet, but they came in speaking on everyone else's shit and said barely anything by their own. Okay, that's my issue. They also had opinions on things they saw and what was said in front of them. Tisha should have given the same energy to Mel when she was speaking on their marriage. Shut that down immediately. You would think so, honey. You would think so. Lewis is a gangster in his confessionals. They never said he had a bad marriage. He said they don't communicate well. I think he was speaking about the confessional stuff, not what he said in the that dinner scene. And I think it's also implied a little bit, by the many things that Lewis and both Tiffany have said. But I agree. I fully agree that I wouldn't. It's like me when I say, if I don't like someone on TV, I'm not going to their page to tell them about them, because I only know things from the TV show. I can speak my opinions from here, but I would not go to Marceau and Tisha in person and say, Marceau, I think you cheating. And Tisha, I think you stupid. Because I only can speak from a place of what I see on TV. So I think that's what he meant. But again, I really be hating when, Marceau makes points. Unless Tisha agrees to welcome his wives in private, honey, I don't know. They never said bad. They said the marriage wasn't the best, which we all can see. They said nothing wrong. That's your opinion. Marceau had all right to defend his fake marriage. That's his job. Fake marriage and all. The difference between knowing of me is not knowing me. I completely agree. Oh, stop comments and scroll back up. Where did it go? Tiffany said in the commercial that they were in a bad marriage. But if on the show you're going to do your job and sing, so I just don't understand what they did wrong. it's not even about right or wrong. It's about if we all want to show up together and I'm saying, hey, I need you to stop critiquing my marriage as if you have insight on my marriage. Because you're speaking from a place as if you know something. And so your opinion is based on things you already know, not based on I watched last season and this is what I saw. So I think that's the thing. And look, and no one is really defending Marceau, but I see his point in saying, hey, you can talk to me about advice here and there, but you can't be saying in any way and form, well, they don't communicate, so that's why they got issues. It's like, how though? You're basing off a show. But let's move on, y'all, because again, we can do that all day because I did not want to be on here long. We get on Martell. Okay, Martell meets up with Manager Mel. He's writing a cookbook. Okay, now the cookbook, first of all, at first they had him on a cookbook with no shirt and apron. This looks like porn, okay? If he would have had that cookbook on the shelf somewhere, sir, that's porn, okay? That's a penis. Those are balls, okay? The tree's a vagina. It's nasty, okay? And your body looks weird. It's just weird. His body looks, girl, it looked like porn, okay? So they redid the book cover for it to be more, about the food. I think Martell at times focuses too much on how he looks, and if that can be his gimmick, it's like, no, like if you are in shape and you work out and you have these meals, it makes sense to do a cookbook. It also makes sense for him to do workout stuff. It makes sense. But again, honey, I'm like, please do not put your damn body on nobody else's cookbook looking like it's porn. Okay, look, Mr. Marcus, okay, coming to grind your gears. I don't know. Anyway, like he began on their nerves. Him and Manager Mel discussed, the book or whatever, how she wants them to do a billboard in Times Square and then get a photo of him and the kids at the billboard. He said, well, just make sure it's a week I have the kids, because again, Mel did not bring the kids to the event. I'm disappointed and hurt that she didn't do that. Again, Martell uses things to make Mel look like the bad parent, because I'm so upset that she did not allow our kids to come to this event when they are the authors. I'm looking like, no, nigga, you set up an event or you agreed to go to an event knowing you didn't have a kid that week. You can't look, fuck you and your disappointment, Martell. Get out of my face. Okay. And they're also going to have a wine release party. We have seen the photos in that party, but she suggests to have it outside of Huntsville, because in Huntsville, people may not be as honest because it's his hometown. But if we go outside of Huntsville or whatever, folks may be like less ass kissy or whatever. And so he brings up how he's going to invite the guys. And when she asked about what's going on between you and Marcel and Maurice with that picture that was posted, because, we want to get to a point where we're not having to continually do damage control based on bad press. And so I hope we can move past that. He's like, oh, no, we're good or whatever. It was like a joke. It's fine. And I was like, well, whatever. Not go to Marcus. Why is it go to Marcus? Go to Marcus. Martell should become a portrait. He should do was be yes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The scene proved that Mother was right to keep her foot on his neck. He learned the lesson. If I want to have anything with the kids, it needs to be a week I have them. And I was like, yes. Mel says how he loves how supportive Manager Mel is because she's done it for so long. Man, fuck Martell. Look, Martell gets my nerves. Martell should have planned the book signing on his weekend with it, because he had the kid the week before. And if you did not have to advertise that the kids was going to be there when you did not know for a fact if Mel was going to bring them, that's on you, brother. That's on you, not on Mel. Stop blaming her and get off our face with this porn. Okay, don't do it. Anyway, we then see Stormy and Tiffany meet up for a little conversation. I was like, is it gonna go good? Is it gonna go bad? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. And Stormy brings up how she wanted to meet up because she wanted to apologize for her actions. Okay, my actions based on you, saying an ignorant ass comment, that I should not have done that. So I'm sorry or whatever. And then when Tiffany said, you were very feisty. No, not that word. I was passionate. Okay, I was passionate about what I was saying, okay? Plus, I had a drink or two, but I want to say I'm sorry. So while Stormy apologized, Stormy still apologized feisty. It's like you was very passionate about your apology. So I still like Stormy. However, I do think it's gonna be more bullshit to come later with Stormy and whoever else. Okay, so that's squared away. She apologized. Tiffany accepted it or whatever. They're gonna move past that. Okay, so they didn't get on with what made Tiffany um come in and bring up how transparent she is. When transparent was like a word overly used. I think I meant more authentic. Now at the end of the day, they then started talking and she was talking and talking and I was like, girl, I didn't hear shit she was saying. I was like, what is she talking about? What's happening? I don't know. And I just stopped. I stopped listening and was still reading. Say I blanked out for like five, maybe 5 sentences ago, and then well, I had like pregnancy brain or whatever. So they went from that to pregnancy, which then made them bring up how she had to do IVF and had a bad pregnancy, how she does not want to get pregnant again, which made Tiffany bring up her pregnancy, whatever, and how she had a hard pregnancy too, and that she's currently looking for a birth father based on her being adopted and all these things. And I was like, it was just too much talking, and I didn't care enough to listen. But Stormy ended it in saying how we're working on getting better acquainted or whatever, getting to know each other, and it is what it is. And she said, was that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, it is what it is. I'm like, Stormy is funny. She's funny. Stormy is Wanda J. Black, not Wanda J. Black Jr. and go keep popping, okay? I put my money on Destiny. She's going to let the Detroit out. Oh, Lord Jesus, don't do that. Also, Tiffany to stop wearing the Luann statement necklace. No. But it was good to see them have the conversation. Good to see them squash, the bullshit or whatever, and it kind of move on. Stormy was like, girl, you give me a headache. Shut up. It was just one. Wait, hold on, y'all. I keep coughing. Hold on. My mouth was dry. I had to get some water. Okay, anyway. But I forgot what I was saying, truthfully. Because I was like choking. What was I was just seeing something. Oh, she was saying, girl, be quiet, you talking too much or whatever. But again, I'm happy they were able to talk and squash their shit. But Stormy gonna come out, and be something like that. I want to see more of Stormy to see if she's always like that. Because if she's always like that, if she's always a little bit snappy, that ain't cool. But we shall see. But I like how Stormy seems to not be like behind your back ish. Like she gonna say what she's gonna say to your face, so you know what you're getting with her. You know what I'm saying? So I do like that. And lastly, Tisha meeting up with her cousin Kiki. I'm like, y'all not in the same because it's like the same color. This is a bit more pinkish. Hers is a bit more orange. But again, they both look great. They both look like the younger versions of Wanda. So that's it is what it is. But they meet up at Black because of course Tisha wants to discuss what was said about her. Why was you at Mel's house chit chatting about me? And they sitting up there, right? Where is that? Okay, sitting up there. And I was like, first of all, I like her boots. Or do I? Maybe I don't. I don't know. Anyway, she tells her how Kimmy mentions to her that the party at Mel House happens and how she know that y'all was picking on me. Okay, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And how I did not know we had an issue. And if you would have an issue, like I wish you would have came and spoke to me and not speak on me to people that I don't know. And Kiki like, yes, your name did come up, okay, in conversation or whatever, but it wasn't like a talking behind your back thing. It was, or not even speaking on you in a derogatory way. But again, it was just conversation. And so now in her confessional, Kiki then brings up how Tisha was the one who actually was gone behind her back and was telling her business to other people, okay? And how she spoke of my personal business to people I did not know. So she can't be mad at me for doing something that she also did. I was like, Lord Jesus. Now, it's like I thought I could trust my cousin, but I can't. Okay, I found out I could not. Now, Kiki says how well, you and Marcel was already talking to Mel and Martell about my. I'm like, what, Mel and Martell? Like, how old is this? There was a conversation with Martell and Mel. So apparently, like 4 years ago at a Christmas party, whatever, she bring up how y'all were laughing about me and discussing me, or whatever. You even apologized to me for what you said. So you on bullshit. And so Tisha, but I told you it didn't happen. Now this is what I want to say. Tisha lying. Because in one breath, Tisha would say, well, I told you it didn't happen. But in another statement, she said how I told you what I said there. And so, which means it did happen. You know what I'm saying? And she brings up how 4 years ago, Kiki was dealing with a major issue. Now, neither one of them said what this major issue was, but it was some major issue. And it's like, I felt like it was only fair for me to tell Mela Martell because she was invited to their house based on, them knowing me and her being my cousin. She said Kiki at the time felt like she should not have told, Mela Martell whatever was going on with her because that was her business. But I felt like as me being a friend to Mel, and Martell, I owed them that information. I'm like, you never owe your friends information about your family. So again, while what Kiki is bringing up is old shit, it's the same thing that Tisha did to her that she didn't. And the crazy part is, Mel is the one involved both times. Okay, and they fussing back and forth, but again, no one is saying. I'm like, I want to know what happened. I want to know what was the business that was told or whatever. And so Tisha, like, we could have stopped talking, we could have stopped, we could stop being cool or whatever. Because I don't want to keep fussing back and forth about shit. And it's weird because she's saying, well, I told Kiki exactly what I said. I said sorry for what I said then. But she says, you can never say that I was laughing about you. I may have been venting to them about you, but I was not laughing or joking about it. My thing is, it's worse to me for you to be venting about me to your friends versus you laughing about whatever I'm going through. You venting about me means you're complaining about me to those people. It's something like, Tisha, you can't say it didn't happen when it did. It's like you saying it did. So Tisha gets up and walks away, and she's outside because she's upset. She calls Kimmy. And Kimmy, like, I can't believe her. I got mad at her or whatever. I told her, like, we don't have to talk anymore. And Kimmy, like, that isn't the great solution. Like, what's going on? And Kiki walked out like, oh, so now who you talking to me about? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Wait, let me see what y'all saying now. Let me pop back on screen to read some comments, because I need to know what y'all said. They said, she said, and it ain't me saying it. That's them saying it. Okay. Those the jeans are strong. I do like her boots. Kiki gave Tisha same energy Tisha gives everyone else, holding on to old drama instead of moving forward. This is true. Kiki ran Tisha out of front. Right. I'm like, Tisha, how you leave? That's your club. Kiki had Tisha shaking. I'm not shaking her boots. I think she. Is she a klepto? Really? So they said it may have been bed bugs. Okay. Tisha sneaky and always acting like she's confused about why somebody's taking issue with her. Kiki was on live and she said it wasn't bed bugs, but didn't say what it was, saying when the time comes, she'll reveal. Meaning she wants to get on the reunion. I'm getting scammed by from Kiki. Is it just not? They are some scammers. They're all some scammers. Whatever it was bad. It was bad. And Tisha said that like it was bad. And she's like, I'm not gonna say it because it's up to you to put your business out, not me. The Kiki said, say something that bad. Kiki just acknowledged that Tisha has had things that happened in her marriage that could make her question her marriage, but she made a choice to not really acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was. Either way, Keisha should have encouraged Kiki to tell her own business. If not, then I could understand her sharing with Mother Martell. That's true. I do wonder what could Kiki be going through, some serious situation that that Keisha felt like I have to tell Mother Martell because she comes to their house. Again, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But again, it was what it was. I'm just interested in what it was and why you waited 5 years for you to look back. And the crazy part is, Tisha was saying how, we fussed about this before, but it was squashed, and you're not bringing it up all these years later. So again, I'm like, honey, right? She didn't say nothing bad at the party. She just was speaking this in general. So I don't know. I think she was getting back at Tisha for the previous situation because she sounded hurt. They both sound hurt, but I'm like, y'all both the same damn. Y'all both did the same thing to each other, and both times, this is the difference. The difference is Tisha purposely told Mel stuff and said she was venting to Mel, whereas Kiki was like, I was invited, and then Mel was asking me questions. But I still said Kiki at that point in time was wrong because you knew Mel and Tisha had issues in the past. You know what I'm saying? That's why Tisha said Mel invited Kiki knowing me and Kiki had a history, meaning she knew me and Kiki fell out or had an issue with what I told her. So Mel brought her there. Y'all the same damn person. Fussing about a situation that Mel is in the middle of, okay? I was like, Lord, somebody fix it, okay? But anyway, y'all, that was my whole review. Okay, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I hope y'all enjoyed. It is 8 p.m. and the time is for me to get off of here, okay? So do not forget to like the video, to comment in the comment section if you watch the replay, to share this on your social media. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be live a couple days this week. I don't know what days. I never know. But do not forget, like the video. I have a good time with y'all doing these lives, honey, every Sunday. I hope I have a good time too. Go get some good food, some good drink, some good sleep. Okay, and all these things. And I will see y'all later. Peace and blessings. Gotta go. Bye.